I've been intending to cover my couch that I've had for about 5 years. It used to be a beautiful couch. People always used to comment on it, but lately people have been more, commenting about how comfortable it is because it looks like there was a hurricane on my porch and it only attacked the couch. And now I'm kind of in this space where I'm like, do I even want to recover it? I think that the couch is too far gone. I've been intending to take the photos off my phone. I've been intending to get a screen cover. I've been intending to renew my passport. I've been intending to back up all the files that are on my computer. I've been intending to do so much. We've been looking at a few of the nobodies in the Bible, and this morning I'm looking at Dorcas. Now Dorcas, she is mentioned in the Bible, and there are mere 7 verses about her in Acts 9 amongst the sea of verses in the Bible, but they carry so much and her testimony is so powerful. We don't know very much about Dorcas, but we do know a few things that we pick up in the first 2 verses. So if you read in Acts 9 verse 36, it says, "Now there was in Joppa a disciple named Tabitha, which translated means Dorcas. She was full of good works and acts of charity. But in those days she became ill and died, and when they had washed her, they laid her in an upper room." These are some of the things that we don't know about Dorcas. We don't know how old she was. We don't know if she was rich or she was poor, if she was married, if she lived alone, where she liked to do her grocery shopping. Did she prefer chicken or beef? We don't know any of those things about her, but we do know some things. We know that her name Dorcas meant full of grace. We know that she was a disciple, a follower of Christ. So we know that she loved the Lord and followed the Lord. We know that she did good works. She was a doer. It even mentions in the verses a bit later that she sewed clothing for the poor and needy. And we also know that she went through hardship and she went through trials. You see, what happens on later in this passage is that Peter hears what's happened to Dorcas and he goes over to her house. And there is this lady lying in the bed, surrounded by her friends, by people that she's impacted. And she is raised from the dead. She's brought back to life through the power of Jesus. What a great testimony that she has. And so we know that Dorcas faced trials and tribulations, but she has an incredible testimony. When I think of Dorcas, I like to call her Dorcas the doer. And what really stands out to me is that she wasn't all talk and no action, but actually she was a doer. She did good works. She used her intent and she turned it into action. And it got me looking at my life and thinking, what are some of the things that I've been intending to do but haven't followed through on? And what is it of? Is it because I'm fearful? Is it because of my circumstances? Do I have a lack of time? But actually, am I being intentional in my life, and am I following through on that intent? How am I going through my life and how am I going about my life? And secondly, what are the tools in my hand that I've been given? Dorcas did it stitch by stitch, but what have I been given to impact those around me? And lastly, do I trust that God will surely do it? He is faithful to his promises. He's the God who brings the dead to life, just like we hear from Dorcas' testimony. And so when I look at her life, I just can't help but thinking that she really was somebody worth speaking about. And I'm so grateful that she was a doer. Thank you.